amazing. I love the colors. Brilliant. Snowmen are awesome. They're so big. Everything is crammed in there. Absolutely. All it's ours. We can do whole house of burgers across all states. And we take it and we synchronize it. We give them so they know when to start, and then they take over. It was super sweet to see how Henty's incorporated the high school jazz band into their display. It really shows their community.
I see every single Disney character ever known. Know how to do the old last dance, right? Let me see those moves. There's so much happening here. I say it's covering the yard. All these shadows that are animated, moving. This display is unique.
Is actually a lazy Susan behind here.
Oh, okay. Is that the bottom of it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So,
Wheel off an old lot more.
you guys go to junkyards and look for parts?
You drive around, you find stuff on the side of them.
Anything that's like something we need, we'll pick it up and we use it.
I love that. You know what? You're turning trash into treasure. And what's better than that?
Hey guys, it's Jordan Nash. And I just want to remind everybody to please their VCS user ID number in the Zoom chat right now. Our awesome sponsors have generously donated all kinds of goodies, and simply putting just your number in the Zoom chat will make you eligible for the raffle. If you don't have a number, check email. If you get an email, visit virtualchrissummit.com and enter email address there.
Hey guys, this is Jay Boscoyo Studio. We are honored to be the title sponsor for the second Virtual Smith Summit. This event is an amazing way to unite as a lighting community, even though we can't be together. We can use the skills in this summit to bring more light into the corners of the world. A huge thank you to speakers, the host, co-host, sponsors, and committee who tirelessly to bring you this summit. From all of us here at Bosco Studio, we hope you have a great time at VCS.
2020 has been a year unlike any other. In 2020, we learned to be more resilient. We learned to be more caring. Learned to be more hopeful. The lighting community is part of that hope. We volunteer our time. We volunteer our talents. Volunteer our energy. We light houses. We light up communities. We light up faiths. We light up the world. Let's unite as a lighting community. Make the world a bit brighter. Welcome to the largest virtual holiday meetup in history. A special thanks to our sponsors: Boscoyo Studio, Lightorama, Wirebots, Wally's Lights, RGB Sequences, CCL Controllers, Bill Light Show, Gilbert Engineering. Together, we can sharpen our talent. We can build cool new things. We can learn new skills. To all the effort to make the world a bit brighter. Welcome to the second annual Virtual Christmas Summit.
Hello, my name is Ed Smith, and I'm the proud chairman of the Virtual Christmas Summit. If you haven't already done so, please put your 4-digit VCS user ID in the chat now, as we are taking attendance for the raffles, which will occur in the next 10 minutes. For those who are new to the Zoom, there is a chat button located at the bottom center of your screen. Ken, can you advance this slide, please? Thanks. Please include your 4-digit number. Your name is not needed. Per the guidelines of the conference, you must be present to win the raffle. Also, if you haven't downloaded the revised registration packet, please do so. You can download it from our website on the Did I Miss the Email link or in the email link that was emailed to you. Please, everyone, don't do it at one time, as I'm afraid we might crash the whole system if everybody did it then. So during the presentation at some point, please make sure you download it. As the chairman of the committee, I want to welcome you to the second annual Virtual Christmas Summit. This year, we had 2,378 people register from every U.S. state and territory, along with over 400 people from 30 different countries, with first-time attendees from Brazil, Chile, Fiji, India, Japan, South Africa, and the Ukraine. This figure was a 1,000-person increase from last year's VCS attendance. 2020 was a year unlike any other. Despair, fear, loneliness was everywhere. The world was on lockdown. No one was able to gather in large groups, and because of this, no mini conferences were held after March. I had the idea for an event in which we would try to create an online experience similar to a mini held in many places. We could offer vendors, classes, build projects, social events, and everyone's favorite raffle prizes. I was able to convince many of the movers and shakers in the lighting community to help me in this cause, thus the VCS was formed. Originally, we thought maybe we could get 300 to 500 people to attend. Well, last year's event surpassed all expectations in terms of numbers, in attendance, quality of the presentations, people actually going to a vendor room to meet with vendors, or watching something be built. This year's event is even better. We added a 9th Zoom room, added more classes, added more vendors to the Zoom room, added interactivity in the build classes, along with multiple camera angles for watching the builds, convinced most of the vendors to open up the prizes to non-US attendees, and everyone's favorite, doubled the number of prizes given away. One of the key aspects for our conference is that it is community-based and upholds the standard and spirit of helping one another and giving back. Additionally, we wanted to keep the conference free for everyone to attend. Thus, this year, we added vendor sponsors to each of the Zoom rooms and a named sponsor, which are covering all of the expenses for the event. I want to encourage all of the sponsors and thank them for their support of the VCS. With that being said, I want to leave you with a few resources. Approximately 25% of the people attending this year are doing a display for the very first time. Unfortunately, in this hobby, there is no A to Z user manual or book to buy on Amazon to read on how to do an animated light display. In addition to all the amazing presentations being held this week, I want to point you to additional resources. This is a listing of all the Facebook groups related to lighting that I've been able to locate. All 49 of them. I'm sure that some I missed, and if you message me on Facebook, I will be sure to include them in the closing session. As you can see, the list is very diverse, many focusing on specific aspects of the hobby. I encourage you to look further into joining these groups. Next are the mini groups. The mini groups are the best way to meet people who live near you and find out information about upcoming events. I can tell you, as the head of the Extreme Lighting Fanatics of Florida Facebook group, this has been an invaluable place to meet people. Some, like others, hold annual events, meetups, builds, or organize group buys. There's nothing better than making friends in the hobby, and you will find them in the mini groups. Please jot down the one in your area and join today. Again, if I miss one of these, please Facebook message me. Here is a listing of all the non-US mini groups. They are similar in function to the US mini groups. However, most are country specific. Additionally, many of these groups have weekly calls via Zoom and are an incredible resource. Again, if I missed any of the groups, please message me and we'll try to include them in the closing session. Here's a listing of all the lighting conferences that I'm aware of. This list is far smaller than pre-COVID, but still there are events on a regional basis. An additional resource I became aware of is the xmasmini.com website. It has a calendar of all the upcoming events for this year and is being updated as events are announced. Additionally, there are forums which predate widespread usage of Facebook. Forums are an important learning and communication tool. They're generally much better organized and easier to locate information than the miserable search feature on Facebook. There is a resource only available in the Oz Christmas Forum called the 101 Manual. I consider it the Bible of the pixel lighting community, as it covers all of the basics in a concise graphic manner. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, And this is certainly true to this manual, which I know because I've read it cover to cover multiple times. If you are new to this hobby, download it today. You have to join the Oz Lighting Forum, but I promise you it will make your life a lot easier. I'd like to draw your attention to the mentorship feature in Facebook. Check your local mini group and see if it has a mentorship program. Under the mentorship program, you will have a veteran light enthusiast willing to be a resource to new users. You're able to seek advice and guidance from someone who's been there and done that. If your Facebook group does not have this feature, I encourage you to add it with veterans willing to lend a helping hand. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. All of the presentations from the conference will be located here. We do plan to live stream all of the classes today as they are occurring, but because of Zoom restrictions, we are not confident that it will work for all sessions. If not, all the sessions are being recorded and will be uploaded within a week of the conference. I know last year, several people were attending a presentation in the Zoom room and watching different presentations on YouTube. If you're not sure how to do that, I don't know either. Additionally, none of the Zoom room sessions the vendor Zoom room sessions are being recorded. So I encourage you to see which vendors you're interested in and attend their half-hour session, which again is on the schedule under vendor room. Some plan to announce new products, provide tours of their offices, and for our Lightorama users, there are the developers of both S5 and Superstar, which will allow you to provide direct feedback on features and enhancement ideas to the developers. I want to thank the entire VCS team, including the presenters for this conference, the hosts and co-hosts of all the Zoom rooms, and especially the VCS Administrative Committee. The committee has been meeting weekly for over 3 months to put on this event. None of us are paid. We are all volunteers. I want to acknowledge and thank each and every one of them for their friendship, dedication, and willingness to give back to the community, and also their willingness to put up with me. Another thank you goes to our wives, who I know think we are all crazy about Christmas lights and have put up with us the past couple weeks. Finally, my thanks to the sponsors of the event, especially our name sponsor, Boscoyo Studio, and our Zoom room sponsors, Wally's Lights, RGB Sequences, Build a Light Show, Wired Watts, CCL, Lightorama, and Gilbert Engineering. Thank you for covering the expenses and keeping this event free to attendees, along with providing over $27,000 in raffle prizes. Russell and John D., I think it's raffle time. Are you guys ready to go?
We are ready to go. So anyway, we're excited to be here, excited to give away a lot of prizes. This morning, we're going to give away over $10,000 worth of stuff. In the next 45 minutes, we're going to give away 10,000 pixels. And once again, we'd like to thank all of our generous sponsors for being here, for supporting us, supporting this event. And really what they're doing is supporting you, the community. That's what we heard over and over again is, hey, I want to give stuff back to the community. So it's a very community-centric event. This is a very, it's something that we're all excited to do and excited to be here. And we're really excited to be able to, give back a little bit and to give some stuff away. So the way this is going to work is John D is going to have a spreadsheet pulled up. And basically we've collected everybody's numbers they've been putting in chat, and we have a random draw. Most prizes are based, can go to anyone. There's a few that are based here in the US, and due to feedback we received last year, there's several vendors that are giving away exclusively to non-US participants. So we hope that kind of spreads the love out across the world, because that's our goal and that's our community. And we're going to be doing that as well. So what we're going to do is, once again, do a random draw. I'm going to go through and give some facts about vendors, some things that they wanted you to know. And we're going to go through those things, announce the prize, announce the winner, and go to the next one. We have two different sets of prize pools. We have basically larger prizes that we'll give away first, some of the premier prizes. we'll loop back around and do prize pools where we'll draw a series of names out and give those away. So John D, are you ready to pull up the display? Hopefully John's with me. So what I will do is we'll start talking about Bosco while we work and get that up in the background.
Give me 2 minutes. I was having problems because I couldn't be unmuted or share a screen.
Okay. It's bad when you got the prize guy locked out. We can't do that. So anyway, so what we're going to do is, first of all, let me pull up my spreadsheet in the background and I'll do it that way. Boscoyo, right now, we're going to give away a $300 gift card and a $200 gift card. So some stuff about Boscoyo, they are the official title sponsor of the Virtual Christmas Summit. So we thank them for that. Most everybody knows James and Shannon and the contributions they've made to the lighting community. You know, everything was born out of a hobby for them and just a love for lights and a love of decorating. And out of that, and kind of grew away, hey, let's make our own props and let's figure out ways to do this. And then people started noticing that and said, man, I'd love for you to make that too for me. And it just organically grew from there. They had a lot of firsts. They were the original inventor of the Megatree strip. They were the first to put it in rolls, which is super nice. They did the 1,000-foot continuous rolls in smaller denominations as well. I love that for doing Megatrees. I remember my first one, I was trying to, you know, join all the strips together with wire ties and miser clips and all that. It's so nice to have it in a continuous roll now. They were the first vendor to come out with a 10mm Coro and start using that for props, which is a whole lot thicker than the 4. Makes stuff strong and nice. They were the first to offer screen printed Coro and digitally printed Coro, and I've moved to all of that in my display. You know, I don't put out white Coro anymore. I love the way it looks during the daytime, so we run a lot of printed Coro. They were the first to do the mesh for matrices, so I know a lot of us have pixel matrices. I do all over my house. They were the first for that. And now, in response to some of the concerns out of 2020, they're also the first to come out with fire-resistant, flame-resistant Coro, and to be able to put that out to the community at no additional charge. So anyway, John, you ready?
1 second. I just need to get it saved here. Almost there.
A big thanks to John D, by the way, guys. I'm just up here talking, but John has created a very complex and thoughtful way to do this. And it's a whole lot of moving pieces and parts behind the scenes. So John's worked really hard on that. He's a brilliant, brilliant guy. And,
you know, Russell, if you had your video camera on, I would say you were the face and John was the talent. But
here you go. I'll turn my video. There we go.
there you are. So
there you go.
Are you able to see my screen now?
Yep.
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. Let me just open up chat here so I can see things and just move around a few things so they're not in the way. Okay, so we are ready for the first draw.
All right, good. Let's do it.
I got a little bit of lag here with Zoom, so I apologize for that. And calculating the first 2 winners now.
So congratulations to Jason Moore, who's won the $300 gift card, and to Michael Voice with the $200 gift card. So what we'll be doing is we'll be contacting you in the next week with that information. Obviously, we got to compile all this stuff and get it out. So somebody will be in touch in the next week or so, and we'll get all these things out. So congratulations. Thank you very much. All right, so next we're going to go to CCL Controllers. So that is run by the Coultier family. I always mess that Cloutier family. I've known Ricky for years and I still butcher his name. So he does great work. They have brilliant controllers, stuff. When I open up my boxes and look at the stuff I built, I get embarrassed every time I see him. So he does high quality work. They've got build kits that come with how-to videos for all their cult controllers. You can go out there. It's got the backer plates. It's got the wires that come with it. I used one for my K32 and it was outstanding. It saved me hours and hours and hours because that thing's a monster. And to be able to stack all those power supplies in there, it was a great kit. They also sell pre-drilled controller boxes. So if you buy a Bud box, you can go out there and tell them, hey, I'm going to have 16 outputs. I'm going to have a fan. And they'll go out there and CNC perfect holes already done for their controller boxes, which is a huge time saver as well. They also sell brilliant ready to run Falcon controllers. So if this for any size project, commercial, residential, they've got a solution for it. And once again, they're well done, professionally tied together, and use high quality parts. So anyway, give CCL controllers a look. What we're going to be doing now is giving away a fully built out CG 1500 with an F16 in it, a power supply. It's about a $500 value. So thanks to Ricky for giving that away. All right, John D. And this is for US only. All right. I actually won something. Cool deal. Well, that's awesome. So congratulations to Russell McFarland.
And
that never happened.
Just to clarify, everybody is eligible, and that includes hosts, admin, presenters. And so
that's wild.
Although it looks interesting, that the computer randomly generated this. So Russell, congrats.
Wow. And that's why we do this stuff live, actually, and show the process. But yeah, I've been doing prizes for a long time. I don't think I've ever won anything. So that's cool. All right. Good deal. So the next prize, we are going to go and talk about Build a Light Show. And so once again, we talked about how it used to be, if you were outside of the US, you had a lot of difficulty getting, supplies and things like that. It was expensive. You had to pay a lot of tariffs and shipping and all that. So starting in 2017, Build a Light Show was built out by James Ennis, and it was to supply all things lighting related to the UK. They stock pixels, they stock cables, they stock a lot of useful products, basically anything you ever need. They're also the official EU distributor for Falcon, Gilbert, ESP art sticks, and they also have relationships with Meanwell, Cable Guards, your CG 1500s, and other great brands. So this prize in particular is only eligible for people outside of the US, Canada, Australia. So you're looking for, the UK and others. So we're going to go ahead and draw for that, for our international. All right, the winning ID is 6019, John Cornwall. So congratulations to John.
Let me comment one other thing, Russell, is that the prize denomination there is $200, but that's the US based price. Prices in other countries is significantly higher. So I'm not sure what James sells these for, and I know it's in pounds, but most likely the price is significantly higher due to the tariffs and fees and shipping costs and all of that. So thanks, James, for your generosity to the VCS.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I love that add-on this year to the VCS, that we do have a focus on, people from outside the US when it comes to prizes. And that was a great ad. So thanks for James. He approached us and said, hey, I want to fill that need. And that's pretty cool. So thanks for that. Next is Gilbert Engineering. So Jason and Christina live in Arizona. They run GE, and they provide props and Coro to displays really around the world. Like you just saw, even in the EU, they have distributors. So they've got, they were kind of the originator of the original high density props, and they make beautiful props with love. So anyway, I particularly like their impression series, like we talked about earlier with the print and Coro and all that. They got beautiful designs that look good in the daytime. And to me, it makes a lot of stuff just pop out. And so I love their high density snowflakes. And I also have a couple Grand Illusions, which are just beautiful props. So anyway, they are giving away a $250 prize package, H2 prize package. And we're going to draw for that now, John D. So congratulations to Brendan Pratt. I believe that's an international winner as well, if I'm getting my numbers right. Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure what 5,000 is, but it's not Canada. It could be Canada. I'm not sure.
John D would know.
I believe it's Australia, but I'm not 100%.
Australia. Okay, great.
Cool deal. Well, thank you so much to Gilbert for their support of the Virtual Christmas Summit. All right. So next, we're going to go to Wally's Lights. Wally's Lights is your friendly provider of floods, pixels, panels, wearables, and many other accessories. I'm actually in Florida this week and going to Disney, master mandated, obviously. And I've got some Wally's LED masks. And I tell you what, everywhere you go, people stop you and say, "Those are amazing. Where'd you get them?" You know, you go Wally'sLights.com. So real attention grabbing. They're pretty cool. I put them on my kids and they love them. So we've gone out there and you know, you walk around, you can program messages with your phone and display them on the LED mask. So pretty cool stuff. He's got a neat business where this kind of thing started with his daughters. He wanted to give them a way to, you know, work and a way to earn and a way to understand business. And so he really started it with his kids. And so they're responsible for buying stuff, for ordering stuff, for fulfilling their inventory, boxing and all that. And so, you know, you're really supporting a true family business when you work through Wally's. They're actually releasing a new product today. So come by the Zoom room, the vendor sponsor Zoom room at 4 o'clock, and you can see what Ryan's going to announce there. It's kind of exciting. I'm going to be hosting that room all day. So we have a lot of our sponsors coming in there. And like Ed said earlier, giving away, you know, looking at their facilities, looking at new products, kind of, you know, talking about the future, which I thought was super cool last year. Actually, last year, I remember I was sitting with some of the core vendors and they were talking about, you know, ways to plot out pixel paths and look at how to wire stuff next year. And it's kind of neat. You saw a month or two ago where that was implemented. Both Boscoyo and Gilbert came out with ways to kind of map out the back of the Coro prop so you'll know how to run the pixels. So that's very cool. Quality's always been important to Wally's. They came out in April of 2020 and started putting QC tags on their pixels, serial numbers on their pixels. That way they can track them. They're checked at the factory, they're quality controlled, and they've got a way to tie things back to different batches. So that's cool. This prize can go to anyone, and we are going to go and draw for that now. All right, Tom Shanahan. So
I think that's Canada. Another international winner.
So congrats to Tom. You get a $250 gift card to Wally's Lights, and we thank Wally's for their support of the Virtual Christmas Summit.
That is a US number, just so you know. 4,000 is Canada.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
All right, good deal. So next is RGB sequences. I love RGB sequences. That's run by Simon Reed, and he offers a lot of sequences, both paid and free, on his site. And they're super easy to import. He's got that down to a science. One of the things you probably saw shared over and over on social media last year was a sequence by the Blinding Lights, The Weekend. And that was actually done by Simon, and the one that I think got shared around. That's a free sequence on his site. So I'd encourage y'all all to go to rgbsequences.net, download one of his free ones, check it out, and see how easy it is to map to your display, see how great it looks. And then look at purchasing some of his other great sequences. And like I said, I personally run a lot of his. He does great work. It's an easy map. And like I said, Simon's a great guy. He's got a lot of great support. So we appreciate his support.
And for those of you on the live stream, this is the 2021 Virtual Christmas Summit opening. And they are giving away prizes right now. And then the Lightorama session will be starting at the top of this hour. It will not be streamed here. It will be streamed in other places. Go search virtualchristmassummit.com and you will find the session there. So Virtual Christmas Summit, search that here on YouTube. You'll find all of their streaming sessions there, and the Lightorama session will be on there. So I'll go ahead and bring back up the audio for the summit, and we'll wrap up closer to the top of the hour. Take care.
Prize is eligible for anyone. So Wire Rocks prides themselves on being the Amazon of the lighting community. They're a full-time vendor. You know, they don't do this part-time. They're full-time. They have a real office, a real warehouse, and they work during business hours, and they're able to provide customer support and troubleshooting for you. They have a lot of inventory on hand. I think they've got over 200 products they stock, and 90% of those go out within 24 hours. They charge actual shipping, so Ken's got great shipping rates, and you're not going to pay a bunch of hyperinflated shipping with him. And so you actually pay actual shipping charges, which I appreciate. He's got a lot of experience. Ken knows what he sells. And so he's got a lot of experience designing both commercial and residential displays, and he supplies to commercial and residential customers. And so anyway, they sell what they support and they make life easy for you. My next little note here. So Ken's also a huge supporter of the lighting community. He was a big part of actually this committee, of our administrative committee, did the website, did a lot of technical work, gave a lot of insight, a lot of vendor insight. So he's a huge supporter of that. If you've ever been to a mini, you've probably met Ken. He goes to a lot of minis. He travels a long way. I mean, he's gone all the way out to California from Atlanta. He's been to my stuff in the Carolinas. He's been all over the place. I always see Ken popping up at minis.
And he's been in Florida.
Yeah, there you go. And he'll be back in Florida. So yeah, Ken teaches. He does education at these events. He doesn't just show up. He supports them financially. He supports them with prizes. And so Ken's really involved with the community, gives a lot back. And he really strives to be your one-stop shop for everything lighting related. They've got build kits as well, where they go out there, and I've used his backer plates and his controller boxes and things like that. The kits are really nice. They include the hardware, so they do all that hard work for you. And for me, it's a great savings because I'm not sitting there sifting through parts at Lowe's for an hour in the hardware aisle. I can just get a little baggie. It comes complete for my controller, and that backer plate's built with it. So super great stuff. He's big into quality. He travels overseas, visits with the manufacturers. He's got very specific QC mandates and parts mandates on his suppliers, and so he's big into quality as well, and has a lot of tight regulations. So when you're buying from him, you're buying quality. So what we're going to do now is draw for a P5 panel kit. It's a $460 US value, and these are really cool. Like I said, it's a fully built out enclosure, and we congratulate Scott Gordon for that. So thanks to Wired Watts for their support of the Virtual Christmas Summit. All right, good deal. So Lightorama. So Lightorama is famous for their, all-in-one systems. If you want an all-in-one system for Christmas, Lightorama has you covered. They've got controllers, they've got pixels, they've got software, and lifetime customer support all under one roof. With Lightorama, you can, kind of capture the essence of traditional Christmas, or explore the world of RGB, or do both. You can find your personal blend in between. So we appreciate their support. Lightorama has a whole dedicated track and a whole dedicated room this year in the VCS, and they're going to be out there doing education all day long. They're going to be the first ones in my vendor room at 12. And so like Ed said earlier, they're going to have the actual developers of the software and folks from the company there that you can meet with and ask questions to. So we appreciate their support of the VCS. All right, John D, we'll go ahead and draw. So congratulations to Michael Wilson and Ken McMaster of a $500 gift card and a $150 gift card.
Are you able to redraw mine?
Yeah, I think I could.
Why don't you see if you can lock his value in and see if you can redraw it?
Yeah.
I'd rather someone else.
And if we can't do it on the fly, we can do it in the closing.
Yeah.
Nope, there we go.
I want someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice, Ken. Thank you, Ken. That's kind. So we have Karen Landris as the other winner. So once again, thank you to Lightorama for their support of the Virtual Christmas Summit. All right, next we have an annual membership from Ron Howard at Extreme Sequences. So Ron was the originator of high density prop sequencing, and what he prides himself on is creating sequences that tell a story, that are immersive, and that you can go out there and kind of provoke emotion, whether that be happy or nostalgic or whatever. Ron likes to go out there and have very involved emotional sequences. Very cool stuff. He's got a musical background as well. Understands a drummer, understands music and beats and all that. Loves to tell stories with music, and he loves to captivate the audience. So you can buy sequences individually from him, or you can join his sequence club to save every month. Also, he's got a lot of education out there. So if you go to his Vimeo channel, it is Extreme Sequences Tutorials on Vimeo. He's got over 150 videos full of instruction, information. I'll go out there and say, here's some new features of X lights. Here's, what this new little tool is for. And you can go out there and kind of get a all-in-one look at some education. If you need a little extra one-on-one help, he also has consultations available per purchase on his website. So you can go out there and have that one-on-one attention. And so that's another service he offers. So we appreciate Ron for his, and he's also teaching a class this weekend as well. So we appreciate Ron for his support of the VCS. So we're going to go ahead and draw.
Sorry about that live stream.
For an annual membership. All right, congratulations to Michael Self. Very
I think
cool.
it's safe.
See, oh, sorry, Chief. Yep. All right. So next we have RGB Man. So RGB Man was the original discount pixel store, and he's one of the largest pixel vendors in the U.S. He provides high quality pixels, extensions, pigtails, and a lot of other accessories. And so he wants you to come out to rgbman.com and see how you can get some great products at a great price. So what we're going to give away today is 2 boxes, and I believe that equates to 100 linear feet of Permatrack, which is super cool stuff. It's actually, punched metal, and you can go out there. It's for permanently installed Christmas lighting on your home. And so it blends with your soffit. You screw it up on your fascia, run the lights down, and it's all enclosed in there. Looks good, protects the pixels, and really it's designed for year-round stuff. That's a $450 value, and we're going to give that away now. All right, congratulations to Ryan Erickson. And thanks again to Michael Downey and RGB Man for their support. All right, Showstopper sequences. So Showstopper is run by Michael and Diana Stoffergen. They've been creating unique and fun sequences for over 4 years, and they do great work. They've got a hugely wide spectrum of stuff, from traditional to modern to religious to secular, Christmas stuff. They're all reasonably priced, and they're all coming complete. So you don't have to buy add-ons. You don't have to buy a subscription. They sell them just a la carte, and you can buy an affordable sequence that looks great from them directly. So once again, there's nothing to add on, and they all come complete. They do brilliant work. I love their stuff. They got a good Kool-Aid Man sequence, which is my favorite. And so this is actually a really neat prize. This is for a custom sequence done by them, where they'll go out there and work with you on a custom sequence. So we're going to draw for that now. And the winner is Paul Brown. So congratulations to Paul. And thank you so much to Showstopper for your support of the VCS. All right, pixelcontroller.com. So everybody knows David Pitts and Pixel Controller. David Pitts is an icon in the pixel hobby, both from developing hardware and software that powers shows all over the world. His controllers are rock solid, and he backs them with some of the best support in the industry. David's always known. You can pick up the phone, call him. He'll answer directly and help you out with your problems. And I've seen him. He's a class act. I've seen him answer questions about competitors' products and everything else. Now, don't call him and start asking competitors' questions, but in Zoom room, he's very active, and you'll see him, jump on there and just help people out with their problems, no matter if he's got skin in the game or not. So Dave's a real kind guy. They're some of the most popular and reliable controllers in our hobby, and he's actually coming out with a new line of V4 controllers. And so there's some conversation about that, and that'll be out later this year. So go out to pixelcontroller.com and check out Falcon. So we're going to draw for that now. And the winner is Mark Rusthoven. So congratulations to Mark. And thanks again to David Pitts and Falcon for their support of the VCS. All right, so Luminous Harmony is a Lightorama partner. It's run by Aubrey Call, and they do custom sequencing. They do different education and classes and things like that. She's giving away a $50 gift card, and we will draw for that now. That goes to Jarek Swan. So congratulations to Jarek. And thanks again to Aubrey. Aubrey's also a member of our committee, and she's worked really hard on, developing a lot of the Lightorama curriculum and a lot of the Lightorama side of things, as well as just provided excellent insight and support. So we've all really enjoyed working with Aubrey, and we appreciate her and her support, both from her business and personally. So thanks to Aubrey for that. All right, all layered up 3D. So let me go out there and Do we have a video for that? So all layered up 3D is
Still
run by
first.
10-bit. Still first?
Oh, it's the still first, and I'll show the video in a second.
Oh, I gotcha. Let's see. So basically what Tim's done, so first of all, he goes out there, and this is a really cool prize. I'll describe it first. It's basically a lithophane. I'm going to butcher the description of the words and all that, but he has designed a custom design that goes out there. It's illuminated, and this is all 3D printed. So it features the VCS 2021 logo.
It's a limited edition. Remember,
it is limited edition. So super cool, super lit up, and Tim is one of the most knowledgeable 3D print experts in our community. He'll go out there. He's got a lot of designs. He'll print stuff custom. He'll design stuff custom. And so, instead of going out there and spending $2,000 on a 3D printer and a bunch of supplies, you can say, "Hey Tim, will you print this for me?" Or, "Hey Tim, I saw this on your site. Will you sell this to me?" So he's got an Etsy shop. You can go out there and find a lot of Christmas props and tools and things like that, clips. And so basically, his job is to make stuff easier and faster and put less stress on your thumbs and hands and all that.
Yeah,
so we are going to.
Russell, I'm a member of the 3D Christmas lighting group, and mainly because I like to see all the cool stuff that the folks over there are doing. But I don't have a 3D printer myself, so if you see something there, you can always go to one of the 3D printer folks that print them all. And I know Tim would be happy to have the business. So thanks.
So we thank Tim for his support. So John, if you want to go ahead and draw. All right. So we have the winners. Congratulations to Dave Haberl, to Robert Louth, to Ted Messenger, to Joe Viscardi, and to Don Law. So very cool prize, very limited edition. You can't even buy those. So very neat. All right, cool. So next we have Wizard of Wire. So Wizard of Wire is run by, oh man, my mind just blanked. Todd Edward. And he has a lot of really cool products. He does custom wireframe stars on your mini tree. He has some really cool metal pixel clips. Some of my favorite products are his HP power distribution boards and his HP distributed receiver. So you can take an HP power supply, snap a card that he makes right into it. It'll break out the power, it'll break out the data, and you can use it as a 4-port receiver as well. So that's really cool. He offers some great floodlights, 20 and 30 watt, 12 volt floodlights. He offered those first to the market. And he has just, once again, a lot of really neat and innovative stuff. It's not just HP stuff. He has Meanwell too. As a matter of fact, he was the first one to develop the Meanwell differential receivers that go out there and bolt straight into, or screw straight into the back of the Meanwells. So we have 4 gift cards. We have a $100 one and 3 $50 ones. So we're gonna go out there and give those away now. So Shane Rim, Gary Taylor, Sam Reed, and Seth Jones. Congratulations to all y'all, and thanks to Wizard of Wire for their support of the VCS. All right, next is holidaylighting.shop. That's run by Bob Russell. We have 2 gift cards from them, $250 gift cards. He offers a full array of products such as pixels, power supplies, P5, P10 panels, pixels, extensions, and a lot more. So we encourage you to go to holidaylighting.shop and see what Bob can do for you today. Go out there and draw for those, John. So we have Rhonda Hauser and Matthew Mayer. Congratulations to you. And thanks to Bob again for his support of the Virtual Christmas Summit. All right, so now we're going to go back around and go to the prize pool section. So what we're going to do is tell you a little bit more about the vendors, and we are going to go and draw for a whole bunch of prizes at once. So I'm going to come back up here and we'll talk about Boscoyo a little bit.
Russell, we've only got about 15 minutes and we still got a lot to go, so
right.
I can't spend too much time.
All right, we'll talk fast. All right, so Boscoyo's got 500 props in their stores, and they are the only vendor with X lights and with models built in directly to X lights and Lightorama S5. They have a lot of innovative stuff. Like I said, in response to 2020, they came out with fire resistant Coro, and they also offer, they're starting to offer free pixel pads, I think they call them, on the back of high density props. to kind of, show you how to wire them. So anyway, let's go ahead and draw. What we'll do in the interest of time is I won't read 25 names. Probably nobody wants to hear them anyway. But congratulations to all these folks. We will be getting in touch with you later on in the week with your prizes. So thanks again to Bosco for their support.
And Boscoyo's had so many prizes, we needed to split it up into two. So there's a bunch more $25 gift certificates here.
Really generous. Like I said, all of our vendors were really generous, but obviously Bosco, being the name sponsor, really stepped forward and came out with a lot of great prizes. So once again, that was something James wanted to do to give back, and we really appreciate it. So thank you to them for being the title sponsor. All right, once again, CCL controllers, they don't just sell parts and pieces and controllers. They also have a full setup where they can do custom mapping. They can do controller setup for you for residential and commercial displays. They also have a full CNC service. So if you need plastic CNC and have a special thing you want created, Ricky and his crew can do that for you. So we've drawn for 3 $50 gift cards, and we congratulate those folks. And we thank you to Ricky for his support of the VCS. All right, Build a Light Show again. Once again, they're your UK supplier for all your lighting needs. They can give you everything you need, and they're once again distributors for Falcon, Gilbert, Art Sticks, Meanwells, Cable Guards, and Pixels, and a lot more. So these are all 4 50-pound gift certificates, and those are going to goes out to the folks listed above. So sorry, I was getting confused with the two names, with 2 Tims with close last names, but anyway, thanks to Build a Light Show for their support. All right, back around to Gilbert. So Gilbert offers more than just props. They also offer pixels, floods, extensions, and injection tees. They also have some of the best fire retardant epoxy in the world in their pixels. So we appreciate their support of the VCS. And we have drawn for what, 5 $50 gift cards. So congratulations to those folks, and thanks again to GE for their support. All right, so we have 10 $50 gift cards from Wally's to give away. And once again, Wally, one thing they can do and that people take advantage of a lot, and I'm a fan of, is they can offer custom pixel strands. So you just tell them what you want. If you have a 84 node snowflake that you want a 6-foot lead on, send them an email. They can go out there, get you a quote and provide that. Another thing they just came out with is their V2 floods. So they have new 20 and 10 watt floods that are brighter. Basically the brightest in their class. And they came out there with a really slick, efficient design that offers a lot more brightness in those packages. Ryan's known to be there before and after the sale. He's a real approachable guy. He's very quick in his responses. And so we appreciate Wally for their support of the VCS. And congratulations to those folks. So next we have another set of sequences from Simon at RGB Sequences. These are going to non-US VCS members and participants. And so once again, Simon being from Australia saw a need to say, hey, let's do something outside the US. So these are specifically or designated for folks that are outside of the US. So congratulations to those 7 people, and you're getting a great sequence. Simon as well is having an awesome special. If you check your VCS packet and look at your coupon codes, a lot of our vendors have gone out there and said, hey, we want to keep giving back. We want to do coupon codes for our participants. And so check that email out, look at those discount codes. Simon in particular has a great one, so check that out. We appreciate his support. All right, more from Ken at Wired Watts. So once again, Ken is the Amazon of the Pixel world. He's a great supporter. He offers great quality products in stock, fast shipping, and is a great community supporter. And we appreciate his support. He's giving away another $550 right now to both international and US participants, and we're drawing for those. So congratulations to all those folks, and thank you again to Ken at Wired Watts for his support. Congratulations. All right, Lightorama came out and gave a lot as well. So we have 2 $100 gift cards, and we have another, I believe, 10 $30 S5 upgrades that are free. So this is for Lightorama users. If you designated on the form that you were Lightorama or interested in Lightorama or Lightorama prizes, this is for you. So we congratulate these folks, and thanks again to Lightorama for their great support of this event, and we really appreciate it. So OG sequences, let me get my notes about OG sequences. They provide a lot of sequences for large and small shows alike. They have 2 different layouts, and he's basically got a large variety of both Christmas and non-Christmas songs. You can go out there and check it out. They do great work. They also have custom mapping and for their sequences and help services at for a reasonable fee, real reasonable. And they also, with every order, they provide a discount code for the next order. So check out them today, ogsequences.com. John D is already drawn for those sequences, and we congratulate those 5 folks. All right. Inspire Light Shows is run by Doug Reel. He does both 3D print designs for Gilbert products, Boscolio products. There's some really great work, some very detailed mounts and things that go out there, support the weight of the products, and props, because a lot of these HD props are so heavy now, mounting them gets hard. And so he created a lot of really great stuff. He'll sell you either the STL files or a fully built out solution. He'll ship it to your house. He also does brilliant sequencing, very detailed work. He actually did the baby shark that went viral a couple of years ago now. And Doug does great work. So he's offering 6 sequences to participants. I don't know if you want to redraw for the Ken McMaster one, or we can handle it later.
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations to those folks, and thanks again to Doug for his support. Doug's going to be with us later as well. So, all right. EFL Designs is run by Jackie Elliott. And so he takes a different and new take on Coro, does a great job. His designs are well thought out. They have a lot of character to them. He also provides models with a lot of attention to detail. And, they look great. I actually ordered some stuff from him, and they're going to be delivered at the Florida Mini coming up soon. Jackie's also a great supporter of the community. He's always in the Zoom room answering questions. So if you want to check it out, go to efl-designs.com. We've just given away 250, or no, more than that. We've just given away 5 gift certificates, a 75 and 4 50s, and we congratulate those folks for winning from Jackie Elliott. All right, Sequence Solutions is run by Barry Wiles. He has Sequencing for a Cause, which is a really neat thing. He actually donates 15% of his sales to charity, and he donates another 5 back to the X-Lights development team. He sells sequences both a la carte, and he also has an Illuminator Club membership where you can go out there and sign up for either a 6-month plan or a 6-sequence plan, 12-sequence plan, and he does really brilliant work. So he's giving away 5 $50 gift cards, and we congratulate those folks, and we thank Barry for his support of the VCS. Visionary Light Shows. So they have great sequences at a great price point. They actually have all their sequences are $20, so great price point. They've got some really cool music. They've got anything from 2 cellos, Thunderstruck, to Hamilton, to Aladdin. So whatever you like, they've got something for you. A lot of unique things. They also offer landscaping lighting services, static display design, pixel show design. So they've got a lot of stuff. So check out Visionary Light Shows at visionarylightshows.com. And we congratulate those 10 folks for winning gift cards from Visionary Light Shows. All right, holidaylighting.shop is, or holiday.lighting, excuse me. I always get confused in between these. Holiday.lighting is run by Chris Ward in Florida, and he specializes in Meanwell power supplies. He knows all things Meanwell. He can, carries obviously the common ones, as well as, he can source anything for you. So if you have a Meanwell need, Chris is your guy. He's given away 5 Meanwell power supplies, and we have those folks listed. We thank Chris for his support of the Virtual Christmas Summit. All right, Demented Elf Productions. So that's run by Kevin Dunn here in South Carolina. Kevin does brilliant voiceovers. I guess the biggest endorsement I can have is he's the voiceover of my show. Does great work. He's been doing it since I think 2006, and he's got stuff all over the world that he's done. So very cool. Go out and check out DementedElfProductions.com. He's giving away a free voiceover that's going to David Williams. So we congratulate David and thank Kevin for his support of the Virtual Christmas Summit. All right, Jingle Bumpers is another great voiceover company. It's run by the man we all love, Carl Mirsky. Let's see, let me get my. So they've been providing professionally produced and high quality voiceovers for the holiday lighting community since 2015. Each one is really individually tailored for your display, and he's not satisfied until you are. So what he says is display imagining for the holiday lighting community. What can they create for you? Check him out at jinglebumpers.com. And once again, Carl does great work. You've heard a lot of the stuff before. He's voiced a lot of community projects and a lot of displays. I actually visited one in Florida. It's like, wait a minute, that's Carl. So he does wonderful work, giving away three voiceover packages, and those are going out to the people listed above. Thanks to Carl. Carl also has been on our committee, has arranged a lot of the education, has been a great partner, and has worked really hard, put in a lot of hours. So we thank him for his support of the VCS. So Cool Tees is a custom apparel company that's been offering stuff since 2014. They've got everything, and they're really good about doing custom stuff. They can, design your own shirt with your own custom logo for your show. They've also been seeing a great Christmas light fight. They also feature Lightorama shirts, X-Light shirts, Think Tank shirts, not just shirts, but all kinds of apparel, hats, and everything else. If you're looking for custom mugs, tumblers, or anything else unique, you can go to cooltees.us or send them an email at cooltees.us@gmail.com. So giving away 5 VCS t-shirts, and those were, or 60 VCS t-shirts to those folks, and we appreciate their support of the VCS. All right, TBL Products. TBL Products is pretty cool. I'd never heard of them before this event, so I enjoyed researching them. They actually manufacture a permanent light channel for your RGB pixels. So they go out there if you want permanently installed lighting. They've got premium galvanized and aluminum stock that go out there. They're pre-punched and have channels for you to run your pixels through.